Hi dear friends and subscribers, welcome to the Cricket Happening Show for today, and we are looking at a news where New Zealand have really made history here because they have squared the series 1-1, and what a way to do it. I will be talking about that. This is pretty much after quite a long time that New Zealand has managed to actually win a test match in Australia, which is absolutely great. Doug Bracewell was the hero, taking 6 wickets for 40 runs. He bowled splendidly. He was swinging the ball well. He was getting the ball to swerve in. He was getting the ball to go out. He was really putting the batsman in two minds there. Now, as far as the other match is concerned, well, the writing was on the wall definitely between Bangladesh and Pakistan. And Pakistan went on to get a innings defeat, give an innings defeat to Bangladesh as was expected. Bangladesh briefly resisted, I would say. They were all out for 275. Pakistan won by an innings and 184 runs in this first test match, which was played at Zahur Ahmed Chaudhry Stadium in Chittagong. But let's go to the most exciting one, and that will be the second test between Australia and New Zealand. The way things went there, when it started, it was David Warner and Phil Hughes at the crease. As you know, they had actually got 72 runs. Yes, one more thing that I would like to tell here is that David Warner went on to register his maiden test century there. And the way he played, well, one could have probably felt very sorry for Australia, because in the end, both the teams could have actually gone on to win the match. But, well, New Zealand were the ones, I would say, emerged victorious through their bowling efforts. As I said, Bracewell was the hero. But for Australia, in a very, very losing cause, David Warner contributed a century. He was there. He carried his bat through the innings. He remained not out. Because he couldn't get much support from the other partners. As Lyon was given out, he was the last man out. Just talking about the game here, New Zealand actually winning the match by 7 runs. But what an exciting match! And what I mean, as people say that Test cricket, the cricket aficionados has been sometimes saying that the Test cricket is dying, but you can't really agree with this, because the way things have been going, New Zealand really showed that Test cricket is something which is to really stay. Now, looking at the Australian innings, Phil Hughes and David Warner were at the crease. And Phil Hughes, once again, this time Chris Martin had his man. And, this has been a familiar, I would say, statement there. Phil Hughes, Scott Guptill bowled Martin for 20 of 69 balls with 3-4. So that was the first wicket to go. So the breakthrough was given by Martin. And as usual, Phil Hughes fished at a delivery which was swinging away from him. Chris Martin was the bowler. Guptill once again taking the catch there. And then Trent Boult came in and picked up a very important wicket there of Usman Khawaja, who got a ball to left and with some lot of pace there. Usman Khawaja, what he could do is he just nibbled at the delivery. He got a touch onto it. The ball bounced and Taylor took the catch, and he was gone for 23 with 3-4s. David Warner was then joined, and this is the time when Bracewell came in and really knocked them off. In fact, Australia were looking good at one stage when Usman Khawaja and David Warner were at the crease. Things were looking pretty good for them, but Bracewell came in and he had 3 wickets. The score was 159 for 2 when 59 for 2 at the time when David Warner and Ponting were at the crease. And this is the time Bracewell struck. Bracewell struck at that score of 159 3 times. First he had Ricky Ponting, who was caught by Saudi of the bowling of Bracewell for 16 with 2-4s. Michael Clarke, a victim of Bracewell, caught Taylor, bowled Bracewell for a duck. And Michael Hussey, the very next ball, he was LBW, bowled Bracewell for a duck. And that made the score 159 for 3. In fact, 159 for 5. The half the side was out for 159. David Warner, well, he continued to play his strokes. He was punching the ball well down the ground. He was playing some very good strokes on the offside with lots of power. But Brad Haddin was a victim. Saudi came in and picked up 2 wickets. As Brad Haddin was caught, Taylor bowled Saudi for 15 with 2-4s. Peter Siddle was caught by Ryder of the bowling of Saudi for 2. And the score, once Siddle went, was 194 for 7. But things were there. Australia definitely had hope with David Warner David Warner occupying the crease. Pattinson disappointed. He was caught. Guptill bowled Bracewell for 4. That was the 4th wicket for Bracewell. And Bracewell also clean bowled Mitchell Starc, leaving David Warner on line. Nathan Lyon showed some confidence, playing like an accomplished batsman. He flicked one of the bowling of Bracewell like an accomplished batsman for 4, and it looked like Nathan Lyon would be in a position to help David Warner take Australia over the finishing line, but it was not to be as Doug Bracewell came in and struck. And as I said, the match was very, very interesting. It could have gone either way. If you see the score, 159 for 5, 192 for 6, 194 for 7, 199 for 8, 199 for 9, and then David Warner, the 10th wicket pair, taking the score on to 233. But that was it. David Warner was left high and dry, not out on 123 with 14 boundaries. Spare a thought for David Warner. He played a wonderful innings. I thought he not only carried his bat through the innings, but it was a wonderful innings, even though it was at a losing cause. And New Zealand thus leveled the series 1-1. Chris Martin, 16 overs, 4 winners, 1 for 44, made it a habit of taking Phil Hughes' wicket every time. Trent Boult, 12 overs, 1 minute, 1 for 51, 2 for 77. But the talk of the day was the bowler Doug Bracewell, 16.4 overs, 4 maidens, 40 runs and 6 wickets. But I was a bit surprised here with the man of the match, even though David Warner got it. Probably Doug Bracewell could have got it because, helped New Zealand win the match. 16.4 overs, 4 maidens, 40 runs and 6 wickets. But the match adjudicators are the ones who are actually, they have more knowledge. James Pattinson got the player of the series. Now, let's go to the other match here between Bangladesh and Pakistan, where the writing was definitely on the wall, but it was a question of how longer, how much long, how much time the Bangladesh could occupy the crease. As you know, the other day Nazimuddin and Shakib Al Hasan was there, but Shakib Al Hasan left early today. He was gone for 51 of 69 balls with 8 fours. Nazimuddin was looking very impressive. He played some good strokes. He stayed there at the crease. But once Shakib Al Hasan was gone, he was the highest scorer with 78, with 9 fours and 2 sixes as he departed. A contribution coming in from the captain Mushfiqur Rahim, who contributed 49 with 7 boundaries. Elias Sani was not on 20 when Bangladesh lost this match by an innings, and 21 coming from Shahadat Hussain of 26 balls with 3 fours. Rivalisan absent hurt. Sani was not out on 20, 275 all out. And the wicket takers, Abdur Rahman, 30 over 7 minutes, 88 runs and 4 wickets. 2 for 74 for Ajmal, 2 for 40 for Chima, and that was it. It was the match went into Pakistan's hand. Pakistan won this match by an innings on 184 runs handsomely. I would say totally dominated with bat as well as ball. And player of the match, it went to Yunus Khan of Pakistan for his double century. Well, dear friends and subscribers, I don't have much time to really dwell on anything here. But I thought it was a very one-sided affair as far as Bangladesh and Pakistan were concerned. But the Australia-New Zealand game was the one which probably many would have actually missed it. But it was a real match which was enacted here at the Bellary Oval in Hobart. And I think it is only good for Test cricket that such cricket matches are happening, and such an excitement was there, even though the match got over on the 4th day itself. So who says that Test cricket is dying? Test cricket, according to me, is really, really flourishing now, because if you look at the past matches which have been played, South Africa, Australia, India, West Indies, we definitely have lots of results happening, and Pakistan, Bangladesh. So who says Test cricket is dying? Well, I won't agree with that. Thanks for your company and thanks for watching Cricket Happenings. Your host Ram signing off a bit early for the day due to lack of time. Thank you.